This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Blue Hens will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
From the gun, running back on the move. Ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. Touchdown.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance. And
what are these popping up? Oh, let's see that. Remove unknown device. Settings. Your name. Scroll down to see devices.
These plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Blue Hens offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew.
Yeah, I guess you got it differently. Really in Dad's car, because we both weren't pregnant. Not Hey, go, guys! I'll say so, boy.
See the option, but the speed is so much faster in the game. The offense does a really good job getting into the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field.
So Katie left her lunchbox at school. She said to put it in her reading again.
She wants that tomorrow.
Yeah.
What is wrong? Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You playing hide and seek? No. Maybe you're putting your hair up? No. Do you have any Swedish fish? There's a little bit in here. No, and no. What are you doing? Oh, go ahead. Sure. Do you think? Let's see what the current situation. Sure. I think between those two things, I'll set your alarm to. You need help. Take the thing on. I'm trying. It's hard. Big old. Look, you're gonna break it. It's already broken. It's like a popsicle.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bears in the hurry up. Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep hold.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Delaware. Great job by the back on the option.
Anytime a pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
What's wrong?
The Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan.
I mean, we have like, maybe, yeah, we do. This game calorie thing. We have like maybe 8 left.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan.
What do you want, Swat?
And this one will be stopped.
Hey, I don't see you swim.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They're working out left side. He'll be stopped
I have no idea what you're
short
talking
of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Oh, you're gonna watch
And the
Strange Things?
Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback on the keeper. And this offense hopes to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first.
Yeah.
Y'all need to find his uniform now.
Do you know what your uniform is?
It was washed last time we washed. I just don't know where it is.
Oh, so
Okay, make sure you get the documents before you leave. Huh?
no. Tyler, is this your practice uniform or game? Tyler, is this game or practice? Is this your uniform? What color is your pants? Short, it's not red or black. Tyler, what color is your black? Black shorts?
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here comes the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation the QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Travis, you got this, Janet, at 6:30, okay?
See the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Running back searching for a hole. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Missouri State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play, and you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. On the ground, it's Hubbard. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And the Blue Hens will have it first and 10. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Just ran over it. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bears line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Sharp. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And
What?
the Bears line up to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first.
We're going to leave it like 6:55.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes
Okay.
out of bounds. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very...
Coach, we got to leave in like 15 minutes, okay?
Enjoyable first half so far.
The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth. And
there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Look out, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Leaves it with the back. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Blue Hens, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Powers through the defender. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
On the option. Quick toss. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Delaware. They take the lead with the 6.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
This guy is lightning fast. You see him come out of the break on the slant. QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
back to throw. It's Sharp. Fires to the big fella. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got his man downfield. Gashes him in the middle. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Yeah, but you have to use the playbook of the opposite coordinator or head coach. Not a huge fan, but looking at the format of Indoor. Travis, we're leaving in 7 minutes.
On the move from inside his spot. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He'll go to the sneak. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Now on the option. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On the option. Now the toss. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Here comes the option. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gonna run it. It's Landry. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Bears will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll do it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Sharp. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
First down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, Travis, you ready?
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And the quarterback, 1 of 2 and 7.
No, we got to go, Travis. Yeah.
That's a good example there of complementary
What?
defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces.
Just pause it.
Force
Just
the
pause it.
QB
You'll
to
get back
have
here.
to
Just
hold
pause
the
it.
ball, try to work through his progressions.
Huh?
In the pass rush, they win up front.
It's good. That'll bring him to within.
Come on, Travis. Let's go. Just pause it. Come on, let's go, bud. Hey, your Crocs are over here. Travis, your Crocs are here. Hey, Tyler. Tyler, you didn't get ready in 15 minutes. You gotta get ready in 15 minutes. 6:45, you have to be ready. Huh? Okay, your short's here. You want it? You have your shorts up there, or you need your shorts? They might be in this. They might be over there. There's baskets down here. Okay.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 26 over North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets the back moving. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. We've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Jay.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Sharp. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. Unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes! Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. Runs for the tackle. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 40. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The quarterback takes a knee. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.